Good evening. I'm Travis Chase with the Friday, November 20 edition of the HGP Nightly News. Here's the latest at this hour. Local government elections will be held on March 18, 2016. The elections are returning after more than a 20-year hiatus. Handel Duncan reports. Thank you, Handel. In an act of contrition, Minister of State Joseph Harmon offered an apology for that no apologies comment he uttered when questioned a few weeks ago on the salary increases for senior state functionaries. Kingsley Bryan is on this story. Thank you, Kingsley. Stay with us. More news ahead. Thanks for staying with us. We tell you now that Guyana is preparing for its Golden Jubilee celebrations next year, and already wards of the city are being prepared for the celebration. But standing in the city center is City Hall. The building, which is listed as a main attraction for visitors, is now an eyesore. And as we will find out from Handel Duncan, City Hall will only be given a superficial makeover for now. Thank you, Handel. The Ministry of Citizenship is bent on keeping track of the whereabouts of foreign nationals who gained entry into Guyana legally but apparently fell off the radar. Minister Winston Felix says pressure will be mounting to find those persons. Here is Royden James with that story. Thank you, Royden. The government has made considerable strides over the next 6 months. Take two. Ready? Thank you, Royden. The government has made considerable strides over the 6 months period since they were elected, despite the numerous challenges faced. This is according to Minister of State Joseph Harmon, who was prompted for a review. Kingsley Bryan reports. Government has awarded contracts to reshape the physical outlook of communities across the country. Here is Jessica Daw with more. Stay with us. You're watching the HGP Nightly News. Thanks for staying tuned to the HGP Nightly News. An interesting story now. The government has several thousands of house lot applications on its hands, while even more applications are being reviewed. The administration is set to be working to reduce that number. Lands for new housing areas are being looked at, while the cost of house lots remain high. Here's more. President David Granger has recently dismissed a call from former President Donald Ramotar for the deployment of troops on the streets to help the police tackle criminal activity. Hear more from Royden James. Thank you, Royden. Your sportscast is ahead. Local government election set for March 18, 2016. It will cost more than general elections. Minister Harmon says sorry to Guyanese public. PPP doesn't deserve an apology, says the Minister of State. We have to know their whereabouts. Minister of Citizenship worried about disappearing visitors. And City Hall to get a cosmetic facelift. Those were our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. Join Handel Duncan Saturday and Sunday for the Weekend Review. I'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. When you're ready. Your top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts Guyana Incorporated, bringing value home. Local government elections set for March 18, 2016. It will cost more than general elections. Minister Harmon says sorry to Guyanese public. PPP doesn't deserve an apology, says the Minister of State. We have to know their whereabouts. Minister of Citizenship worried about disappearing visitors. And City Hall to get a cosmetic facelift. HGP Nightly News begins now. Ready? Your top stories this morning, sponsored by Courts Guyana Incorporated, bringing value home. Good morning. I'm Travis Chase with the rebroadcast edition of the HGP Nightly News. Here's what you need to know this morning. Local government elections will be held on March 18, 2016. The elections are returning after more than a 20-year hiatus. Handel Duncan reports this morning. Oh, bless the name of the Lord.